Well, here we are at the Pumpkin Patch 2020. Right now we're in the middle of July, and the vines are about 2 months in, and they're growing pretty good. I got all the vines that I wanted to go straight forward. A couple of the other vines that were buried inside of the vines, I brought them out here and put them in their own holes, and if they survive, they get the open area. If they don't, then they get buried. But we got one that made it, and one that was just recouped about 2 days ago. So I'm going to give it some more time and some more water and see what happens. However, today, actually, what was it? Yesterday, right? So yesterday I put some gibberellic acid on the pumpkins, and I'm just documenting the growth here for the next couple days, maybe a week or two. However often I have time to do so, I will. So as you can see here, I've got, main vines coming out, main vines coming out, main vines coming out. I got about 9 plants wrapped up in there. One of actually the biggest is right here. I got them on a whatever those things are called, and then I've got it covered. So right now I've got this big boy right there. It's in the making to be about a 800 to 1,000 pound pumpkin. 800 to 1,000 pound pumpkin. So this is known as the Dills Giant Atlantic Pumpkins. They are known for growing up to 2,500 pounds or so. And this one right here particularly is doing really good. I keep it covered while it's yellow to kind of keep it from cracking and blistering and bubbling and all that. So eventually, once it gets bigger, on this pallet, there you go, pallet. Once it's on the pallet and it gets bigger and it starts to take more of the circumference of the pallet and then starts to come off to the sides, most likely it won't, but hopefully it doesn't. I mean, it probably will actually. I'll have to catch it before it does that, but hopefully if it gets up on the pallet, well, I don't really know. It'll just it's a learning in progress here, really. So that one I did mate with manually with the other male flowers, and that was the female flowers. So I mated that one. I also got some other smaller ones here, just for sales and stuff like that. So I got one there, got one growing back up in there, and a couple other ones throughout. So like I've got one right here, another one back up in there, one right there. So I pick and choose what vine I want to have the bigger one on. So out of the run, I picked the first biggest one, and then what I did was on this one, as you can see, I also deadheaded it too. So deadheading is basically where you have the main line coming from the root main system, and then you basically cut it off right there. So this doesn't grow and take energy away from that. However, that vine before the deadhead, you can let that one grow. As long as it doesn't grow any flowers or other pumpkins, as long as it has leaves, that's fine. All those leaves on that main vine will all feed that one pumpkin to make it grow bigger. This one is deadheaded right here. There was another vine that came on out way out here. I deadheaded it, and this right here is the second vine, the second portion of that. So other than that, though, here's a little glimpse of the pumpkin patch. I got gibberellic acid in there and some more piles of hand-fed chicken manure up in there. So leaves are doing green. Great, doing green, whatever. And so yeah, that's about it. After maybe a week or two, I'll start measuring it. But I've got a little trench inside of there where the water can canal. Today we left it on for about an hour, full hose, and it just fills up the whole canal and then soaks it down. It probably got about 300 gallons of water today. But yeah, doing pretty good. So yeah, more pumpkin videos to come.